Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show. Yes, we're into Sunday already. It's flown. Wow, what weather we're having. It's just unreal. Floods everywhere. Yorkshire, where we're doing the walk next week. Dear me. Do we go there? Do we swim there? Not too sure, but let's see what happens. Anyway, fingers crossed the weather changes and becomes nice and dry. Anyway, wow, what a weekend. It's a break for us, to be honest. Loads of football. We've been marching on to the summer leagues during the weeks, over the weeks with the River Summer League. They've done a fantastic job. Well done to Ray, Surrey and all the team there from River Juniors. They put on a brilliant tournament. You know, well, when I say tournament, it wasn't. It was a summer league and they had plenty of teams there. It was enjoyable to watch. And I must admit, what more could you ask for? It's what kids want. They want to build up in the summer. I think most managers don't want to lose their players. They want to keep the team together. But that's the way it is. That really is the way it is. And plenty of summer leagues to go into. And I had summer tournament, August, just before you all go back to school. And what we're doing, we're asking all the managers out there, coaches who are involved in our tournament, to get straight on to the games as soon as we put them out for you on the fixtures. Dan will give you your roles, give you your fixtures. He'll be away, and it's one of those things. It's we've got adult games coming on at Jeffrey Humble. It's out of our hands, we all know that. So we're aiming for a dead on 1 o'clock finish if possible. So it's a nice early finish for everyone anyway, because no one wants to be standing around. They want a tournament in, out, and away you go. And that's what it should be all about. It's all finishing on one day. It won't be rushed. We have catered a little bit, so yeah, we're looking forward to it. And obviously it's been very hard work. Still working on it now. Still trying to get things going, especially Everton Football Club. Thank you very much indeed. And before we go into what they're doing, well done to little Charlie from Dxtl, Club Dxtl, who was a mascot. So his mum and dad very proud out there. You can tell that. So thumbs up, you'll be excited, can't wait to see him and tell me all about it. And I'll just say, on the television as well. Hey, what more could you ask for? We got him there, well done little Charlie. Anyway, also Everton, we've wrote to them, we've emailed them. Liverpool are going to be putting in the programme, something else might come about. And the match day programme, Bournemouth game, I think about the tournament that we have, the RefSpec tournament. And also Everton putting it in the programme and sending a couple of ambassadors down. What more could we ask for? Absolutely fantastic. Could we? Yes. Could we be getting Sky Sports down for a little bit of filming? I know they're interested in the ambassadors, and I know it's a RefSpec tournament. It's all about the start of the season, promoting RefSpec towards referees. I think this awareness weekend is absolutely brilliant, and I think it is needed for grassroots football. It's just a reminder, and if you get the publicity, the right publicity, to state we want people to go into the season remembering the referees aren't just there for fun. They're there, they've done all their courses, they've passed. Even if the youngsters, they're there, they're passing, they want to develop into refereeing, and we want them to develop as well. So what we're doing is giving a message out to all the coaches, all the managers, all the parents, mums and dads. We're going to tell you, don't respect the referee on and off the field of play. Respect to them on the field of play, to all the players as well. You know, because referees are hard to come by. There's going to be plenty of them for next year, because many have done the courses. They really have bombarded them. Maybe we've got too many referees. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. And we'll have quite a few of the young referees coming in to do our tournament as well. So looking forward to that one. So fingers crossed everything goes well. But well done to Everton Football Club, sending ambassadors down to meet the kids. What day we don't know. I'm not too sure, but as soon as I know, I will inform you. It's the Saturday, the Sunday or the Monday. I mean, nice all three. It really would. Wow. That would be, to cap it all, just a well-earned job. You know, I wish Liverpool would be on board with that one as well. A few ambassadors to come along and just say hello to the kids. And maybe our young commentators, a couple of them we'll send down, and we'll get them involved in interviews. I'm sure they'll enjoy that one. But once we find out who the ambassadors are, who they have in mind, then we'll prime our young commentators to go out and do 1 or 2 interviews for them. So we don't mind doing that whatsoever. And we're looking forward to it. So it's a big day today. It has been raining all day, on and off. And as we say, what weather have we got in the next week or two? I'm not too sure. This is July, August. July must have been the wettest August on record. I'm not too sure yet. And then we've moved into August, where it's very rainy as well. The people who've gone away, they don't mind. It's like me when I went to Cyprus. I wasn't bothered, but everyone had a massive heat wave here anyway. So you all enjoyed the sun while we were enjoying the sun. But it's a different sun here, I must admit. Well, I find it anyway. I don't know whether it's a myth. Does anyone agree with me? As soon as you come into the UK and the sun is beaming down, it's not the same feeling as the sun abroad. I don't know. It seems clammy here. It seems burning. I don't know. You feel like you want to go and shelter here, but whereas you want to lie down and catch some sun rays, don't you, abroad? Whether we had sunbeds out or I don't know, lying around in the streets when the sun comes out might make a difference. We don't have swimming pools. That's a massive difference as well. And we don't have aircon. And that has got to be a change in all the houses that they're putting up. If they're talking about global warming changing, why aren't the big estate agents and the house builders and all these companies putting aircons in the new houses, all the systems? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? If that was the case, why aren't they putting them in, adding them now? I don't know. Food for thought, that one anyway. I need it in here when it does get hot, I must admit. Got a little fan, put the fan on and enjoy it that way. But anyway, enough about the weather. Grassroots football, we've had a break today, as we say. There's not many games on. Everyone's preparing, everyone's going away, everyone's having days out, even in this weather, and relaxing a little bit. And it was nice just to relax a little bit, take a little bit of time off. I did that yesterday as well when I went down. There was no games on, but I had 1 or 2 meetings regarding the tournament. And if you want to get in this tournament, please don't hesitate to contact myself, mal@Dxtl.com. I'll send you an application form. We have 1 space now for high level under 7s. When I say medium to high, under 7s, that's become available. And get in touch with me. Also, we've got under 10s in the low level, on low to medium on the bank holiday Monday, and we have a space for under 9s. I think we did, because I've contacted a couple. If they've not gone by today, yeah, we still have a space. It's well worth you contacting me, and I'll let you know a little bit later on. Don't worry if I don't get back to you ASAP, because I've got to be out and about and do things myself, but no one's missing out on anything because I'm not replying to anyone, and I make sure my emails, this is what it is on it. I don't just open the last one, I go down and I open them in order. So when I say first come, first served, it is. I don't jump the gun. I work out my emails, the earliest one first, I'll open them and I'll work along to the last emails that I've received. So that's the way I do things, and that's when I say in the tournament, first come, first served. But I would like to put a message out to teams in the low to medium level. If you think you're a high level team, then please stay away from it, stay clear, because it's unfair on the teams that are low level. We want to make sure it's a low to medium level. We want to make sure that we can keep these teams playing. We don't want teams coming in thinking we're going to win a trophy, we're going to murder all these teams. I put my team in that really can't kick a ball at the moment, and that's no word of a lie. You'll see that. Club Dxtl, because we want to develop these kids, but I don't think it's unfair putting them in a tournament. They're going to learn, yeah, and we'll just have a laugh and joke with them, and I'll explain to the parents it's their first tournament. Next year will be a totally different matter if we've got the same players, I assure you, because the kids will develop. We'll develop the kids to be a better team, and they'll learn from it, they'll benefit from it, and that's the way I think. It's not putting them in lambs to the slaughter, because they're all low-level teams. They're supposed to be low-level teams, so if you've got a high-level team, medium to low to medium, and you put them in a little bit over that, then I think it's a little bit unfair, isn't it, to see these teams, and it's an embarrassment to the teams that are going to go in there and pass the ball you see where I'm coming from, you've got to put them in to a higher level tournament. And we've had them on the Saturday and the Sunday, so it should be, or we have them on the Saturday and Sunday, so it should be fair. You've had your chance to go into those tournaments, so don't go into a low level tournament and think you're going to pick up, because our fixture secretary, I assure you, will be right onto that, because that's what he watches for. And if he thinks it's an unfair team, then it could be consequences. So please get in touch with me, let me know if your team is low to medium level, want to go in to the tournament on Bank Holiday Monday. And we have the 2 spaces for under 11s, medium to high. That's on the Sunday the 27th. Liverpool are away to Newcastle, so you're all right, you've got a free day. There you go. So got plenty of time, and as I say, we're finishing for 1 o'clock. We do have 2 o'clock on the sheets that we've sent out. The reason we've done that, because if it comes to late presentations, we're off the pitches and it could go into 2 o'clock. That's where it is, because we have adult leagues going on, but we'll do our presentations away from the pitches. That's why we've done it, so that's what we say. But we should imagine that we'd be booking or finishing off a little bit earlier, so we can all get away and enjoy your bank holiday, the rest of the bank holiday weekend. And we know teams want to play on Bank Holiday Monday, because many are back, or many are coming back. Not many will take the whole week. We know that teams will be there, and we want teams to be affiliated. They have to be affiliated. No teams, no players coming in, standing in for a player because you haven't got any. That's not going to work either, because we will check affiliations. That's why we've asked you for the affiliation form and your number from the Liverpool FA, because every team is separate now. So it's that easy. And also, we're expecting the Liverpool County FA there. So if there's any things that we need to check, well, they're there. So take that in mind as well. Bear that in mind. And we're hoping for a fantastic day. We're not there to try and catch anyone out. No, we're not. We're there to let the kids play football at their own level, enjoy football, and you coaches as well, get them prepared for the following season, which is only a week away, 2 weeks away, whichever league that you may be in. That's what we're there for. We're trying to make it fair. We don't want people coming in saying, they put all the high level teams in. That's not us. We've got to trust teams as well. We really have, and we are checking, we're looking at them, and we want these teams to have a fair bite crack of the whip. That's all it is, and I hope you'd appreciate and respect us for trying to do that as well. So get in touch with me if you're interested in this tournament. It really is booming up, and as I say, we're trying to get the big boys involved to give something back to grassroots football. We want them. We'd love them to give some free prizes away, some footballs, give them out, and just make it a good day all around. That's what the community is building up to, because we know that the hubs are going up. They're putting their prices up. The county FAs have put their prices up. We know it's costing everyone this season a fortune, so the leagues will follow in turn and put their prices up. We already know that the leagues, the referees, their prices have gone up, not in every league because they've held them, but you've got to draw the line somewhere, and that's what I've said. You've got to make a line. We've got to market this properly. We can't price kids out of football, teams out of football. Parents can't afford to put their kids into football, making excuses that they're away or they're doing something else and they don't like it. The kids love it. We know that. So we want to make it fair. And I think we should team up with quite a few teams and find out what we can do. How can we help these kids? How can we monitor things? How can we keep prices down? And I think our local MPs should actually help us along the way. We've got 5 minutes left of the show, so any ideas you may have or anything that you want to tell me about in grassroots football, what you're expecting for next season, how are your kits coming along, because they've gone up as well. Yeah, I forgot to mention that the balls, everything, everyone's making a massive excuse since we come back from COVID that the prices have got to go up for some reason. It's just a massive excuse, and we know the interest rates are going up every single month. It's just making a farce of the economy and us, and we're the poor people who have to suffer, grin and bear it and get on with it. And it must be hard for a lot of people out there, we know that. We've got to get on with life, we've got to do things our own way. Unfortunately, if you're stuck in a predicament, you've got to find your own way out, and there's people out there to help you. So best of luck with everything that you've got, and if we can help any way whatsoever, get in touch with myself, Mal, at don'txtl.com. Let's see how we can work out grassroots football together. Keep it sweet on the touchlines and on the field of play. Keep the referees within our game. Stop shouting and screaming at referees. No verbal abuse or aggressive behaviour. No racist comments or bullying. That will not be accepted. There's a zero tolerance. We've had that since 2003. We're into our 20th anniversary. This is why we're celebrating our Respect tournament. And we want to bring people together. It's an awareness. We want to make sure that everyone across the country takes that back with them, takes the message back with them. Respect on and off the field of play. We want to make a difference within grassroots football. Keep our referees within the game. They'll stay in the game if these prices keep going up. We know that. They'll put up with anything. And little earmuffs and earphones. And what? Couldn't hear that? That's the best way to do it, I suppose. But let's support them, because many of them are still at school. And there's going to be quite a few young referees out and about this season. Believe me. So don't forget, if you start shouting verbal abuse and showing aggressive behaviour towards the referee, or maybe even bullying them, safeguarding, take that in mind. You'll hear a big bang of the drum, and that will come right out. And we know that the FA have introduced all these new laws where it's deduction for verbal abuse and what have you, aggressive behaviour. Yes, it will go towards the amateur game. That needs it. That really does. I must admit, grassroots level, I don't think you can put that in, because it's points, it's development football. We haven't got leagues, so it's going to be hard to say there's 3 points deducted there, isn't it, when you haven't got a league. So while we're doing it, we wanted to do something on our Respect tournament, and I'm sure all you managers will appreciate it when we tell you. The referees will really appreciate it, and let's hope if Sky Sports come down, they will appreciate it, and also Everton. But yeah, we're looking forward to the tournament, but we've got to have all the teams full in there. We get the fixtures out. We're not keeping you back. We're not holding information back. Everyone knows when it's going to be. You've got your forms, you've got your application forms there in. You've got a copy. I've sent every team a receipt that paid straight away, so everyone's got their receipt, and it's on there, Jeffrey Humble, anyway, when the tournament is taking place. But up to now, next week, which is, look, it's our Heart of Gold initiative. Yes, we are going to go and try and do the damage on those mountains. Yes, the Yorkshire Three Peaks, we're going to try and achieve them within 12 hours. We've had a couple of dropouts at the last minute, which is unfortunate, because you need time to take people in, and we know it's one of those things where people are working, or people are not on holiday or away on holiday, that we couldn't fill them places, so we've had to cancel a room, and I've had to order t-shirts that I couldn't cancel, so I'm stuck with t-shirts. Yes, out my own pocket, as they say, but you know, it's one of those things when you get people on, and that's the way they are, I suppose. But anyway, we are looking forward to making the challenge. So if you've got a few bob in your pocket, or even if you haven't, a little pound or two, if you can afford that, please go on our GoFundMe page. It's Heart of Gold, Dxtl Heart of Gold initiatives. You'll find that, and just donate a pound or two. It all goes to a good cause. It's our Heart of Gold, and we're playing that in the tournament as well, because there's a cup there to win for the lower four who didn't make the top four. And let me just tell you this as well, while I'm on here, in the Respect tournament, it's trophies, it's all winner takes it all. It's the Respect tournament. There'll be no runners up trophies there. There will be winners trophies, end of. So you've all got a chance. And at the bottom, when we say the bottom, it's not the lower level, should I say. It's the lower four, because it could be very close indeed. Those lower four could be in the top four. That's the way we're hoping it within these leagues. You all got a fair chance, fair crack of the whip, and you'll be playing for the Heart of Gold Cup. Yes, that's it, Heart of Gold Cup. So it is great, 2 cups in every tournament, and they're not pushover cups. You'll be made up when you see them, I assure you. We've done everything in our power to make sure that you put a smile on everyone's face, especially the winners. But what can we do? You can't give all these cups out to everyone to participate, but we can thank you for taking part, and we can give the message out to each and every one of you, what it represents, what we're doing with the tournament, and we're also, as I say, our Heart of Gold. So please, if you can sponsor us, please, that'd be fantastic. We're looking to help kids' mental health and disadvantaged children as well, and you can get involved with us by just donating £1 or £2, and we'll try and have a little collection if we can on the tournament days and see what we can raise amongst them days as well. Okay, we come to the end of our show on the Sunday. Thank you very, very much indeed. We'll be back next Friday evening with the Grassroots Show. The kids are still on a holiday break, but they'll be back soon, I assure you, for our young commentators. In the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in to us. From myself, Mal Lane, all the team here at the Grassroots Show. Don't Cross the Line, Ref Spec Programme, Hearts of Gold initiatives, no ref, no games. Here we go. We'll see you on Friday evening. Have a great evening. Good night, God bless.